the viewers have had the opportunity to see some differences, some significant differences between Phil and I. I am running for the U.S. Senate to take your values to Washington.
But if what you want is someone who, brings some experience from the business world, brings some experience from being mayor and governor, and in particular brings an attitude of wanting to start making things happen, of getting things done, of pushing the partisanship down, and trying to find some ways to actually solve problems. That's what I want to do.
Two candidates vying for your vote this November go head-to-head in their very first debate.
Yeah, and the spark started early between Representative Marsha Blackburn and former Governor Phil Bredesen, both hoping to replace Senator Bob Corker.
Nothing was off limits, including their views on gun control, whether they would vote for Supreme Court nominee Brett Kavanaugh, and foreign relations. We have team coverage of this debate tonight. Emily Luxon talked with voters about how they thought it went. First, though, Jason Lamb breaks down what the candidates had to say.
With the debate over at Cumberland University, the back and forth continued in the spin room, where both candidates continued answering questions from reporters. Throughout the debate, Marsha Blackburn brought up the name of a New Yorker, Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer, several times, saying if Phil Bredesen is elected, he'll fall into the Democratic Party line. Why spend so much time in your answers tonight mentioning Chuck Schumer's name?
Chuck Schumer is who recruited Phil Bredesen, and he has basically bought and paid for his campaign.
Tonight, Bredesen responded to those allegations.
Accusing Chuck Schumer of every evil in the world and everything, and it's just like, I don't understand that. I mean, it seems to me it's got to be much more about what you're doing for the people of Tennessee and addressing the issues you have.
Also, expanding on his answer on stage about the state's opioid crisis, tonight, Bredesen said states should take more time to decide whether to legalize medical marijuana.
It is fundamentally a state issue. But second of all, we have a number of states now that have both legalized medical marijuana and now legalized marijuana. I think the right thing to do is to wait a little bit and find out what the implications of that are.
Blackburn, after the debate, focused on her support of the Trump tax cuts.
I am for tax cuts. I voted for tax cuts. He said he would have voted no, and he called them crumbs. Do you realize every single Democrat in the Senate and the House voted against the tax cuts?
More for voters to consider now, 6 weeks before Election Day. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5.